Shout out to Kelsey Mitchell and the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark for handling their business yesterday against the Dallas Wings. Now, Kelsey Mitchell has been on a tear, and also the Indiana Fever are the hottest team in the WNBA, going 7-1 since the Olympic break. But before we get off into today's podcast, tell a friend to tell a friend. Man, you got to tip your cap to the Indiana Fever of the WNBA, man. They're a scary team right now, man. And they're one of the hottest teams in the WNBA since the Olympic break, going 7-1. Now, we all know the Indiana Fever, and we know what they're built of. We know the players they have on their roster. They got 3 All-Stars. They got Aaliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark, and Kelsey Mitchell. And going into the Olympic break, they played the Dallas Wings, and they suffered a bad loss against the Dallas Wings, and I knew that was in the back of their mind. But this time, like I've always said about Kelsey Mitchell is their closer. She's their big-time shot maker, big-time shot taker, and she has bailed the Indiana Fever out on numerous occasions. And I probably counted, people might disagree with me that was on my panel, but I probably counted about 4 to 5 games that Kelsey Mitchell has won when the game got close and when the game was on the line, and she stepped up big. And what she did last night, she saved Caitlin Clark from an embarrassment to the Dallas Wings. She came up big again, big-time shot making and big-time playmaking ability down the stretch. Now, we all know Caitlin Clark is the little motor that makes that engine go. But last night, what Kelsey Mitchell did, we got to tip our cap to Kelsey Mitchell, and a lot of people don't give Kelsey Mitchell her just dues. Now, Kelsey Mitchell is an old, savvy veteran, man. She's been in the league 7 years. She's on her contract year. We know there were some rumors that she might be leaving, but the Indiana Fever might want to keep her around, man. They might want to pay her, them top dollars again. I know she's getting top dollars now, but like she said in one of her interviews, man, this is a business. And basically, in a business, things can go different ways. Now, she's been on record to say, because I know that she did an interview and was talking about the All-Star game being in Indiana next year, and she said, oh, that's good for them. So a lot of people took it as, she was saying most likely, she might not be there, but we got to see. But from yesterday's game, man, I think the Indiana Fever are putting it all together. I think they learned a lot. I think Caitlin Clark benefited from, having the Olympic break off, getting her legs underneath of her. And, she played exceptionally well yesterday. She, had the 28 points with the 12 assists. Her assists, totals are, utterly godly, man. She's doing great things, but, we got to tip our cap to, Kelsey Mitchell, man. Kelsey Mitchell is not afraid of the moment when the big lights come on and they shine bright. Kelsey Mitchell performs. Kelsey Mitchell yesterday had 36 points. She was 12 of 22 from the field. She was 6 of 7 from three-point range, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, and she chipped in with 6 boards. Now, we all, like I said, know what Caitlin Clark did, the 28 points, the 12 assists. She had 7 turnovers again, and then also Aaliyah Boston on the boards along with Alyssa Smith. But, Dallas, man, it was back and forth, and I tell you, Enrique Umbawale, man, she was putting on an absolute clinic. She was putting on a show. She was torching anybody that was guarding her. She set a record with the 9 threes, and she kept Dallas in that game, single-handedly. And, she was on fire. She had 34 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 9 of 16 from three-point range, 12 of 25 from the field, and she kept Dallas in that game nip and tuck all the way down to the end. And like I said, Kelsey Mitchell, once again, bailed Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever out once again with her great shot making, big time playmaking down the stretch when the Dallas Wings took that lead up one on a three by Enrique Umbawale. And who did they turn to? 2 consecutive possessions to put the game away. It was Kelsey Mitchell. So it's time to give Kelsey Mitchell's her just due. This team is not all about just what Caitlin Clark's ability is. Without Kelsey Mitchell, me personally, this team wouldn't be as good as they are. Kelsey Mitchell is the mainstay, her and Aaliyah Boston, but you sprinkle in Caitlin Clark, and that adds extra fire to that team. And right now, we got to tip our cap to Christy Sides. I know early in the season when they started out 1-8, everybody was calling for Christy Sides to be fired, but I went on record, man, hey, I give her the benefit of the doubt. Then she turned it around and won 4 straight. And what she did is Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston was involved in the high pick and roll, and they won 4 straight. And a lot of people was upset because of the fact that they was winning, but Caitlin Clark wasn't shining in the games that they was winning. They was talking about Christy Sides and the Indiana Fever are freezing Caitlin Clark out. They don't want Caitlin Clark to succeed. Christy Sides is not the right coach for her. They need to bring somebody in. You know, the rumors was out there with the likes of, you know, Mark Jackson possibly taking over the reins. Also, there was reports out there everybody wanted Kelsey Mitchell traded, saying her and Kelsey Mitchell can't play together. Also, with Erica Wheeler, they was talking about the way she dribbles the air out the ball. They don't have no guard to go alongside Caitlin Clark. But it seems that Christy Sides got this Indiana Fever team, you know, trending in the right direction at the right time, making a playoff push. Excuse me. And also, you know, they moving up in the standings. They over 500 for the first time in 3 years. So kudos to them. I think they set 17-16. They're doing a great job. But once again, you know, Kelsey Mitchell saves Caitlin Clark from a bad loss. And, you know, Kelsey Mitchell is on fire. Kelsey Mitchell is a flat-out gamer. She's a flat-out baller. But, you know, Indiana has made a lot of adjustments, man. They playing with pace. They getting up and down the floor. You know, Caitlin Clark is still turning the ball over at a high clip, but you'll take that because, you know, she dropped 12 assists. But like I said, with the analytics and the stats, you know, the assist-to-turnover ratio is terrible. She leads the league, still leads the league in turnovers, but she's flat out getting it done. Her scoring has picked up as of late, and she's doing tremendous things, man. So we got to, you know, call a spade a spade. She's doing tremendous. The Indiana Fever, our team, like I said, coming out of the Olympic break, I did a video, was talking about their first game when they played the Phoenix Mercury and they obliterated them. I said to myself, now this is a scary team. Don't nobody want to face this team in a playoff series because you might get ousted. But Indiana is going to be a hard out in the playoffs, but I don't think that they're a contending team. They're a scary team and don't nobody want to deal with them. But like I said, shout out to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell is doing her thing. Everybody got to start recognizing when they talking about this Indiana Fever team, don't just focus on Caitlin Clark. Give these other players their just dues. Lexi Hall, give her her just dues. Aaliyah Boston, give her her just dues. And mainly Kelsey Mitchell, because Kelsey Mitchell, like I said, has saved Caitlin Clark in so many opportunities coming down the stretch in big games late. And she has put them games away with her big-time shot-making ability, not scared of the moment, pulling up for three at any time and any cost and burying them shots. Like Kelsey Mitchell said, once she sees one go down, she's in a rhythm, and she's not scared to take them shots. Actually, she's more than just a three-point threat. She knows how to cut back door, get in the dunker spot for, you know, layups and things like that. But like I said, the Indiana Fever, kudos to them. You tip your cap. They are hot and they're trending in the right direction at the right time, and we got to give Christy Sides her praise. But guys, let me know what y'all think about today's video of Kelsey Mitchell saving Caitlin Clark once again down the stretch, because she saved her from an embarrassing loss to the Dallas Wings. But that's going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. We're going to catch you on the next one. And remember, on your way out the door before you put your shoes on, give this video a thumbs up. Now, if you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Turn your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball Dropping drops another hot banger. Also, tell a friend to tell a friend. And that's going to do it for today's episode. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.